Well, Daisy and I are out playing in the corn today, specifically my corn. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, it's been a while, a long while since I've been on the farm. It's been about 3 weeks I've been traveling for work. Did not get a chance to film anything while I was gone, so I apologize for that. But did get a lot done for work. But now I'm back. I am going to be checking to see how our crop is. Pat has gone for the first couple days of this week. It's Tuesday, I believe. He is gone doing stuff for seed corn. I think our seed corn company that we purchased a lot of stuff from took him on like a trip to go, I don't know, see crops. I don't even know. So anyway, we're going to keep spraying. We're getting a little bit behind, so I need to help him keep caught up. So to help him out, I'm out here crop scouting. Basically, I'm just going to walk out here and just kind of see if we see very many weeds. So this is my field I bought this year, and honestly, it looks pretty clean. I'm just gonna go out walking. I'm gonna walk up here a little ways, see if I see any big weeds or whatnot, because if I don't, I'm just gonna spray the outside of the field. We had a pretty good application timing of our first pass, and when we typically do that, we usually have clean fields and we can get away with doing a full second pass. Because normally on a cropping system, what we choose to do is we choose to do a 2-pass system. That basically means we spray it once before the corn pops up, and we spray it again about right now, or a little bit sooner. But when we have a really, depending on the year or so, we can get away with only doing 1 pass and then just do a pass around the outside, because really your biggest weed pressure comes from basically the outside of the field and grasses and stuff getting blown in from waterways and other fields and etc. And I am not seeing a whole lot of weeds out here, so I think we might be able to get away with that. So we'll keep walking. We'll walk up here a little ways and we'll go to that side of the field, see if we see anything up there. You can kind of see it's really hazy out. Air quality is horrible today. We have air coming down from wildfires up north in Canada, and I believe even some from Mexico as well. But I'm also out here looking at really how horrible this corn looks. If I'm being honest, guys, it doesn't look great. I'm not proud of it. A lot of it's just because we didn't have fertilizer put on this field. When you don't do that, you're not going to have great corn by any means. Oh, there's a weed. Pigweed. First weed I've seen, and I've walked all this way. But you can kind of see it's just really uneven. Some lighter spots, like some light green and then some dark green. It's not great. Not great at all. But overall, I think this field is clean. I don't think we need to spray at all. So as I'm walking out here more, I am seeing a little bit more weeds, like this guy right here. Oh, the lamb's quarter. Ooh. Yeah, that guy. Water hemp, lamb's quarter. I don't know, it might be worth spraying this all. I'm gonna give Pat a call, see what he thinks. But if I look up a little ways, like there's lamb's quarter. So it might be worth spraying. Like right here, got some more coming up. And like I said, this is just the one row that I'm walking. You can kind of see there's a decent amount of weeds coming up. Ouch, that hurt. Prickly little things. I don't know, I'm gonna give Pat a call, see what we think, and then go up here and start spraying. Come on, Daisy. Corn dog playing in the corn. So my field looks pretty dang clean. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to weigh the options of, do I want to spend 30 bucks an acre, come out here and spray this entire field, or can I get away with just spraying the outside rounds? I don't know. I'm gonna see what Pat thinks. Like I said, we're pretty clean. I'm gonna definitely spray like the outside, I don't know, 180 feet or whatever it is, to kill little stuff like that. But I'm just looking down these rows, I just see the occasional weed plant. So I don't know. We'll see what Pat thinks, if we want to spray it all or not. But you can just kind of see, I'm not happy. It just looks so uneven. I don't know if that was just the year for how dry we are, if that was just the planter. Personally, I think it was the planter. Because you look at that, that doesn't look near as bad as unevenness wise as the no-till ground, because that was worked. This was no-till. Obviously not getting P or K spread on this year also doesn't help, but I don't know. What do you do? Another thing why I think I'm leaning towards it was the planter, because look how green this stuff is here. So this is our worked ground. So we worked it. It was much easier to plant into, etc. And look how green it is. I mean, it looks nice. And by the way, look how many grasses are coming up in this. I definitely got to spray the whole thing of this piece of the work ground. Wow, what happened here? Yeah, so there's a lot of grasses in through here because this is worked ground. I did not put any Roundup in with it. Roundup is a great grass killer. So I'm definitely going to have to spray this all with Roundup for sure. Or spray this entire piece. It's still a little damp here. But if you look out, like just look beyond, it's pretty dang dark green. Our planter did great in work ground. It did not do so great in no-till ground in tougher conditions. Because look at that. That's just horrible. But my work ground looks pretty nice. I will say that. Just gotta get these grasses and weeds killed. Yep, look at all these weeds. So I'm definitely gonna have to spray everything on that piece, and then for sure the outside rounds of this other piece. I think I'll probably be able to get away with not doing the rest. Hopefully. You really eating poop? You dummy. Alright, so I just turned on the water here, and then we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and run that part up to Kuhnhaus and get fixed. That pat broke, and then we'll get spraying. I'm just looking around and see what all chemical I got now. Looks like I got about everything I think I need. Just need to get Roundup for sure. Yeah, for sure need to run over and grab some Roundup to throw in. So I'm gonna be spraying Acuron GT, this stuff right here. I'm gonna be spraying that along with some atrazine and some Roundup and some water boost. So let's get her going. Haven't driven this thing with skinny tires on in a while. So I'll get this thing set up next to the tender. So I'm just loading up with chemical right now, spraying some Acuron GT. Got my AMS in there, which is my water conditioner. It's mixing around. Hi DZ. Sprayer's just about loaded. I need to go get some more chemical because I ran out. Usually when we're getting close to being done with corn or beans spraying, we're getting really close on chemicals. We try to be about 90% and we get the rest uptown. That way we carry a little over from year to year. Get your seatbelt on, dog. Just stopped at our local fertilizer provider. Grab me the rest of the chem that I need for corn spraying. Good enough. Got all my chem. Go ahead and head back, head in the sprayer. Head back, it's probably about time to eat. So I am just starting my row crop spraying. Haven't done this in a very long time. Very long time as in last year. I don't do a whole lot of in-row spraying. It's stressful, that's for sure, because we're running over corn. But I had a couple nozzle bodies stuck. And I wish I had them labeled, but I don't. So I'm gonna count this way, 1 to 60. 1, 2. Tip's good. So we'll just keep spraying because I have these 3 plug up, then just these 2, and then there's this 1. So I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on it. Let's go keep spraying. Try not to run over stuff. Man, it's so dang hazy out you can't even see the town of Preston. That's nuts to me. But we are rolling along. Probably won't be doing a whole lot of filming because this is stressful. Not easy by any means. As I was saying, so it's really difficult. So I cannot see my tires unless I bend over like this. So basically what I'm doing, you can kind of see my mirrors pointed down at my rear tire. So I'm just kind of leaning forward, looking at this tire, going through, because the whole point is we were trying to drive in between the rows of corn and kill weeds like that. That's what we don't like right there. So we're just going through and trying to manage our fields before the canopy closes up. What I mean by the canopy is as this corn grows up, right now you can probably see about 50% of the dirt, but once it gets canopied over, you won't be able to see any of the dirt. You just keep my seat comfy, dog. Good girl. Just broke a nozzle body on the outside there. All right, get back. Broken nozzle body, so got her fixed. Let's get her back up and going. No leaks. Sweet. Die, weeds. Die. Well, I broke another harness. That's cool. Better go get that fixed at some point. Kuhnall's is becoming a frequent flyer to the sprayer this year. I don't know, we might need to do something different with that harnessing, because I was just driving along trying to concentrate on the rows, and trees and bushes are just overgrown to heck, and I must have caught the harness and pulled the wires out. Such a good pups. Well, first load's done, 40 acres worth, only smoked one waterway. Whoops. Blame you. So now we're gonna go take this thing back, fill it up. Also gotta rip that sensor off and see what the deal with that is. Man, it is very smoky out. I pray for the guys that are fighting the fires out in Canada, because this is real bad. Like, look at this visibility. You can't even see the hill over there. It's nuts. Okay, well, we got this fixed again thanks to Kuhnall Implement. Appreciate the assist as always. And get the stuff placed back together. Good to go. Man, look how hazy it is. Wow, that's impressive. Sleepy doggo. So back up and spraying. This is the last cornfield that we planted. We basically made first crop hay, worked the ground, and then planted it in corn. There is corn growing up through here, but there's not a lot of it. So we really need to get this hay killed. Hay is very, very tough to kill once you lost my auto steer. So hay is very tough to kill once it's established, which is good because it means it'll last a long time. But the problem is, once you're actually done with it and you want to rotate it out, well, it's a little bit of a bear to get it killed. Got a case of sprayer blight in through there. As you guys who don't know, sprayer blight is a very horrible disease that's pretty hard to stop. It's when you got a very novice and poor sprayer operator that decides to run over corn more often than he does not. It's a very hard disease to kill. All done with the second load. So I've only done about 60 acres this afternoon in about 4 hours of spraying, but it takes time. When you're trying to, you can only go about 9 mile an hour max speed. And I'm trying to take my time, not run over corn, not have any sprayer blight. While the guys, while I'm doing this, like I said, Pat's at that seed conference. Curtis and Nathan and Darren, guy who helps us out in the summer, they are moving cows right now, I believe. And Daisy is watching for bunnies. Loaded up one last time. It's about 4:35 or so, 4:40. This load will probably take me about an hour and a half to load out. So I don't think I'd have time to get another load in. Besides, we're getting about close to being done. Because we basically just have my field left, which is 60 acres. We're gonna spray all of it, and then these 100 acres back at Butch's. So whether or not we're gonna do all those 100 acres, I don't know. I'm just gonna get back there and do the outside round for sure and see what it looks like. Don't get me wrong, some of our corn looks like crap, like up there, but some of the corn looks really nice. Stuff's about to canopy in the next couple days. We've definitely been short on rain, but we got 7/10 to 2 inches, depending on where you're at across our farm this last week. That's been a God-saver. A godsend, I should say, because we have been short on rain. We haven't gotten any measurable rain in the last 4 weeks before that, so we've been pretty dang lucky. But, I mean, we are a little bit behind, as you can kind of see. Corn's about just scraping the bottom of the sprayer. So, time to get rolling, get her done. So I'm just kind of watching my indicator right in the center there, watch my mirror, and then on occasion leaning up and over, looking at that tire. Especially on curves when I look at that tire. When I'm on relatively straight and flat spots, I look at the indicator in the mirror. Holding up for the night. Hi DZ. You've been a good girl today, just riding right along. Well, just cleaning up the spray trailer, getting ready for tomorrow. Hopefully Pat will finish up corn tomorrow. Should just have my field and whatever else he wants to do back at Cahill's. So this shuttle is empty and that shuttle is empty. So I'm gonna clean up all the trash, threw them in the truck. Got the chem that I'm gonna use, or the Pats will use tomorrow. And I'll eventually go get the skid loader and get those 2 shuttles, bring them back. She's her happiest when she's on the farm. So it looks like the guys took off for the night. I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat so Grandma's not waiting for me too late. And then I'm gonna throw all those boxes and stuff away and then shuffle some stuff around and probably call it a night. Good girl. Delicious meal from Grandma and my Aunt Kay and Uncle Larry. So I'm just gonna set my jugs. Oh, yeah, you go to the restroom. Good girl. Wish I would have fertilized in the field, but that's okay. So we'll put those jugs, set them on the side, let Kay and Larry burn them. We'll get the skid loader, go bring those shuttles back over here and call it a day. Well, I don't really feel like moving the 10 and to get at the skid loader. Plus, I don't know if I definitely won't have room to stack the shuttles. It's because we got everything stacked in the shed. Oh well, I'll just leave the shuttles over there and then pack and mess with them here in the rest of this week when they start shifting stuff around. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna fill up some chem, bring some chem over there for Pat so he can finish up tomorrow. Chem's all ready to go for tomorrow for Pat. Let's go do a little bit of crop scouting and then probably call it a day. I wanna show you guys our wheat. Let's go take a look at the corn too while I'm here. Man, it's like our tractors in Chicago. Weird. Here comes Kyle and his Patriot 4440. 1,600 gallons that unit is. So let's go take a look. So this is our wheat crop. It's honestly looking a lot better than I thought it would be. Man, that fan is loud. So it has fallen down in a couple places. You can probably see like right there, right there, right there. Wheat falls down when it has too much nitrogen, or basically the heads get way too big for what the stalk can hold up. But for the most part, I think it's actually pretty decent. I thought there'd be a lot more that would have fallen down by now. See what Daisy thinks when we come in here. But you can kind of see it's starting to get a golden hint to it. Wheat is obviously ripened when it's all the way golden. This stuff's probably 2 to 3 weeks out, I'm guessing, for how green it is. But the heads look great. I mean, like that's a nice thick head. Just by ballparking this, I'm by no means a wheat expert or agronomist, but I'm guessing this will probably make 80 at least. Not bad. I hope I'm around here we can harvest it. We haven't decided if we're going to harvest it ourselves or contract it out. You know, have a custom guy come in. But I think we should do it ourselves, personally. You can kind of see, here's the tracks that I made with my ground rig way back when. It dinged it, didn't kill it, but it dinged it. So you can kind of see it's a little bit lighter. It's not as thick, and it's not as far along. Huh. So yeah, like I said, it's I can't wait until we can harvest this. This is what the wheat will look like when it's dead. Much more dry, brittle stalk. You having fun in the wheat? You dingus. And if you look at the corn, corn's already chest high. Even at my eye high at some point. At some parts, this corn's really gonna shoot up. We're at that stage where corn's gonna grow about 1 foot every week. So this stuff's really gonna grow. Especially now that we got that rain, it's really gonna help us. What do you think, corn dog? You like the corn? You wanna get out of here? You wanna get out of here, don't you? So guys, I'm gonna call it a night and head home. Got a decent amount down. We have 60 to 80 acres of corn spraying to do. That's all we got left. Then we'll switch to beans. Here's some wild rye. I'm thinking that's what this is because you can really see it where we didn't have the drone spray. Yeah, I think that's wild rye. But for the most part, that field looks pretty dang clean. Ready to go, Daisy? Well, everyone, I just made it home. Daisy needs to go eat, and I'm getting sleepy. It's about 8 o'clock, so I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. As always, take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.